So today I want to talk a little bit about what it means to do garden maintenance. I think a lot of people are kind of confused. They see the crews running around the city with leaf blowers and lawnmowers, and they think, it's just a bunch of guys in a truck that come and fly around my yard and then they leave. And of course, there's many ways of doing it. There's all different kinds of price points. But for us, when we go to a property, we look out for a few really important things. I think the first thing we see is is there a plant that looks like it's in danger? Maybe it's not being watered properly. Maybe it's got some kind of disease. Maybe it's got insect infestation of some kind. So we're looking a lot at the issues of pest control, disease, irrigation systems. We know how to adjust them if they're not working. If there's a systematic problem with the irrigation system, we'll bring in a contractor to work on that. And then after that, then we're going around and looking at which plants are weeds and need to be removed, which plants are desperately in need of pruning. Certain things like euonymus, they tend to produce a lot of little sprouts that can look unsightly. So we need to remove those. Plants that need to be deadheaded, bulbs that might need to be trimmed back because they've had their time, and now it's time for them to basically not be seen. You don't want to see those yellow withered leaves. And then we look for things like, do you have animals digging up your yard because you probably have grubs or squirrels? Is there damage to plant material because of certain kinds of animals? So these are all the things that we're going to do when we come by. And of course, we'll discuss with you what needs to be done and what's the best course of action. Are your hostas getting eaten by slugs? So when we come by, and we do charge a higher rate than some of the companies that will just do your yard for $150 a month kind of thing, we're actually really doing like a health check, and then even a design check-in too. So if there's something that we think, okay, that plant is growing too large, it needs to be moved or divided, we kind of give a holistic look at the garden. For the person who's very actively involved in their garden, they maybe don't need that kind of service, but this is what we aim to do when we come by your yard with our crew.